Do you like Green Chartreuse? Today on Let's Talk Drinks, I'm going to show you 4 Green Chartreuse cocktails, and wait till you check out the 4th one, it's one of my favorites. Hi guys, welcome back. So about 3-4 months ago, I made a video. It's this one up here that says, what is Chartreuse? Check it out later if you haven't. It talks all about the history and a little bit of a tasting. And today I wanted to actually make 4 cocktails with Green Chartreuse. And I'm going to start with probably one of the most popular of them all, called The Last Word. So it's really simple to make. It is a pre-prohibition recipe. However, it was resurrected in 2004 by Murray Stenson at a place called the Zigzag Cafe in Seattle in the United States. 4 ingredients, equal parts, so really simple to remember. And the first ingredient that I'm going to use is a gin. I'm going to use a 21st century pepperberry gin because the pepperberry adds a really nice spice to this cocktail, and I want to use a little bit of an Australian twist on this. If you obviously can't get this, guys, use a really nice London dry style because you want that juniper to come through in the cocktail. Next up we're going to use is obviously Green Chartreuse, 30 mils once again. Okay. Next up, some maraschino liqueur. I'm using the Luxardo. So as you can see, guys, it is a pretty boozy drink, so be careful with this one. And last but not least, some fresh lime juice that I just squeezed before, 30 mils. And that's the ingredients. I'm gonna add some ice to that. And give it a shake. It's nice and cold there. I hope you're all doing well, guys. At the moment with COVID, we're lucky enough to just open up this weekend at the 18th Amendment Bar. We're only allowed to have 10 people in the whole venue. However, we're really happy to be able to open again. So we're going to double strain that one. I'm using a Nick and Nora glass there. And for my garnish, Luxardo Maraschino Cherry. Don't use one of the ones that you buy at the supermarket that are sort of like a really bright, fake red cherry. Maraschino, the proper cherries, are definitely a lot better. Guys, that's the last word. So I'm going to give it a try. I have drank many of these, but I've never made one with the mountain pepperberry from the 21st century, their gin. Yeah, just as I thought. That's great. It's a very well-balanced cocktail, right? It's those 4 ingredients. The sourness of the lime perfectly goes well with the chartreuse. The maraschino liqueur, I'm not a massive fan of maraschino liqueur, to be honest. However, in The Last Word, I think it's perfect. It's very, very, as I said, just a really well-balanced cocktail. Give it a try, guys. Green Chartreuse cocktail number 2. Now, this is a punch-style cocktail, and it's called the Punch de Chevalier. And I haven't tried this one, okay? So I read this one on, I think it was Difford's Guide, and I thought, hey, I really want to give it a try, but I want to try it first time on the video, and I'm hoping that it's okay. Otherwise, I'm going to have to refilm and do something else. So first up, we're going to use 30 mils of cognac. And I don't think I've actually made a cocktail with cognac yet, so I'm using the Peacock VSOP. 30 mils. Next up, we're going to use 20 mils of the Green Chartreuse. Now I'm going to add a little bit of peach liqueur. I'm not using peach liqueur today. I'm going to use G-Vine. This is June by G-Vine. It is a vine flower and peach liqueur. If you haven't tried this, this is amazing. It's made by my friends at G-Vine Gin, John Sebastian, Robert K. They're in Cognac, France. Actually, 15 mils I think is enough in there. Very, very floral. Makes a great spritz in that as well. So next up, I'm looking at my my specs there. 15 mils of sugar syrup. And last but not least, I'm going to do 30 mils of fresh lemon juice that I squeezed just before. Always use fresh, guys. And I'm going to shake and strain this one. Just add some ice there. Give it a really good shake. All right. If you haven't, guys, please like and subscribe my videos. Just hit 25,000 views, which for me, I'm pretty excited about. However, I need some more subscribers, so help a man out, okay? Just double straining into a chilled coupette. Make sure that you always chill down your glassware. And my garnish for this is just going to be nice and simple. Just a lemon twist. As you know, I get a little bit lazy. I like to just drop it in like that. This is the Punch de Chevalier. Gonna give it a try. Oh, wow. Oh. I think it's a little bit too sweet. Okay, so I would suggest that maybe we do 10 mils of sugar syrup. Actually, it's not too bad. A little bit sweet for me. However, if you're into your sweeter style cocktails, that's perfect. 10 mils, and I think it will be bang on. Wow, that aftertaste is amazing, especially with the June liqueur. The chartreuse isn't really predominant. It's coming in the back, which is fantastic. It's not just so full on chartreuse, but it's definitely worth making and trying. Green Chartreuse cocktail number 3 is the Bijou cocktail. Why is it called Bijou? Because it has 3 ingredients in it, and they are all colors of jewels. You have the Green Chartreuse, which is for an emerald, the sweet vermouth for ruby, and obviously the gin for diamond. Now, this recipe that I'm going to do is from Harry Johnson's 1900 Bartender's Manual, but the recipe did come out in 1895 in C.F. Lawler's book, which was called The Mixicologist. However, in the recipe there, it had Grand Marnier, gin, and sweet vermouth. Okay, so technically it's kind of like a Negroni, right? So a Negroni with chartreuse. So first ingredient is gin. I'm going to use the Suburban Australian gin here. It's a contemporary gin. What I like about this is it has dandelion, prickly pear, blackberry, and fennel as part of their botanicals. I've tried this on its own, but never in a Bijou, so it'll be interesting to see how this one goes. 30 mils. This is another drink that's just equal parts. Really, really simple to make. Obviously, next one needs some green chartreuse. 30 mils once again. I'm actually drinking these today, so I'm a little bit worried about how the videos are going to come out after this one, because I can already feel the last two creeping up. So 30 mils of sweet vermouth. Some ice. Give that a stir. So we're just going to stir this down for dilution and to chill it down a little bit. Okay. Once again, chill down glass. I'm pouring into a Nick and Nora. You can use a little coupette as well if you like, or a martini glass. Simple, once again, a maraschino, and that's the Bijou. Let's give it a try. Yeah, that's really, really nice. I missed an ingredient though. Oh, I can tell. All right, and I'm not going to edit this out, because part of making cocktails is when you taste that cocktail and realize that something's missing, you need to fix it, okay? It needs a little bit of a bittering sort of element. I'm gonna add about 3 or 4 dashes of Regan's Orange Bitters. The reason that I think it's in the drink is because you do have 2 sweet elements, and we don't have any citrus or sour in there, so obviously bitter counteracts sweetness as well. I'm gonna give it a little bit more of a stir down, and we'll see how that goes. It's really important, guys, you know, if you don't get that drink right, it's fine to sort of tweak it, but once it's in the glass, it's way too late. So always do it before you pour it in the glass and give it to your friends or your customers. Give it a little bit of a try again. I'm gonna go 2 more dashes. Now this sort of bitters bottle doesn't let a lot of bitters out, as you would say, for example, if it's coming straight from the Regan's bottle. So allow for that. I think it'll be okay now. All right. I will add my maraschino cherry. Take 2. Let's see how that goes. Way better. Okay. It's funny, isn't it, how just one missing ingredient, and especially when it's just like a few dashes of bitters, can totally change the whole balance of that cocktail. I really like this. The chartreuse, once again, isn't overpowering. I've got that gin definitely coming through. I think that the botanicals in the suburban gin aren't coming through as much, obviously, because chartreuse is so overpowering, but I can definitely taste that gin. It's a fantastic gin coming through in this cocktail. One last try. Yeah, that's awesome. Cocktail number 4. Now this is one of my creations. It's called the Emerald Peacock, and we're going to start with 45 mils of chartreuse. So this is, once again, another strong cocktail. This is, I guess, in a way, sort of a tiki style cocktail as well. So I thought, why not do a tiki cocktail with chartreuse? Next up, it has 20 mils of lime juice. Fresh, of course. 60 mils of pineapple juice. For a little bit of a bitterness element, I'm going to do 15 mils of martini bitter. You can also use Campari if you like, if you don't have martini bitter, but I really enjoy using the martini bitter. Okay, now this is built in the glass. And next up, I'm going to use some crushed ice. I'm going to put it down here so I don't spill it all over the top of the bar. As you can see there, you may need a little bit more on top. Look at that. Although I will like to give it a little bit of a stir. These are messy. Okay, and as far as the garnish goes, do whatever you like. I'm going to use just an orange wedge and a little umbrella. It's kind of like a summery style tiki chartreuse cocktail. This is the Emerald Peacock. I'm going to give it a try. Yeah, damn. That is pretty boozy. I would suggest though that if you're going to drink it, give it a little bit more of a stir, because I'm getting most of that booze down the bottom with the straw. So I want to sort of bring that up so that at the end of the drink it's not just diluted ice. Yeah, that's a winner too. Guys, please like, subscribe. Hope you enjoyed these 4 green chartreuse cocktails, and we'll see you again soon on Let's Talk Drinks.